Choosing Peace Over Destruction, Opportunities with the Nuclear Age Peace Foundation, or NAP. Not many people talk about the horror of nuclear threats and the real potential of nuclear war hanging over the world's head. NAPF and many organizations similar to it aim to make sure nuclear weapons are never used again. The constant threat of nuclear war is not a relic from the Cold War. It still looms over many countries today. Volunteer work through NAP can urge politicians to create non-proliferation treaties with other nations. Non-proliferation treaties can urge nations to decommission and stop the production of nuclear weapons, creating a much safer world. First, the constant threat of nuclear war is untenable. From the Cold War to modern day, nuclear war has been used as a threat over every nation's head. In a response to Western criticism after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Putin goes on to say, "Russia is not threatening the world. Everyone needs to know that we have it and we will use it if our sovereignty is damaged." And that is from the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. During the Cold War, Khrushchev threatened Kennedy during the Berlin crisis, going on to say, "If you want war, you'll get war, but it will be a thermonuclear war." And that is from the U.S. Department of State Memorandum of Conversation. For over 60 years, the world has had the threat of nuclear war hang over its head, although it is one of the most dangerous and riskful threats with much risk involved. If a nuclear war were to occur, the entire world as we know it would be destroyed. Secondly, a solution to this problem is by volunteering for NAP and getting legislators to urge congressmen to work on this issue. You can help reduce the number of nuclear weapons through volunteer work for NAP and by emailing legislators to work on this issue. The Nuclear Age Peace Foundation can help reduce nuclear weapons through influencing governments and policymakers to adopt policies that promote nuclear disarmament. The foundation's number is 805-965-3443. You can help by advocating for disarmament policies, by joining in on one of their campaigns, and by helping them garner public support to sway policymakers. The Nuclear Age Peace Foundation can make real change through their campaigns which raise public awareness on this issue. NAF was one of the largest supporters which helped pass the UN's 2017 treaty, the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons. And that is from the UN Office for Disarmament Affairs. Additionally, there has been real change through the Foundation's work, such as the 2017 treaty stated above. Through pressuring policymakers and advocating for nuclear disarmament, more treaties can be made prohibiting the creation and use of nuclear weapons, creating a safer world for all. Like stated above, NAF helped push the UN's 2017 treaty. If nothing is done, the threat of nuclear war still hangs over the world's head, and nations will face no consequences for its use. There are still 12,000 nuclear weapons in the world today, and even one of them is more than enough to kill millions. Will you let the threat of nuclear war hang over the world's head? Finally, there are efforts which you can support to make change on this looming issue. Through volunteer work for NAF, you can help make real change on the threat of nuclear weapons. You need to take action. You can call NAF and call your local legislators and policymakers to urge them to make changes in Congress. In conclusion, you can make a difference by helping NAF and ending the threat hanging over everyone's head and the world's.